Welcome back, warriors and wanderers, to the Nyah Dreadblade Podcast, where fire defies ruin and stories rise from the ash. In today's chapter, we return to the place where it all began, a fortress carved from betrayal, a storm that remembers, and a warrior who refuses to be erased. So find your quiet place, close your eyes, and let the rain take you there.
The ruins loomed like a graveyard of giants. The world had long forgotten what they once were. But Nyah had not, and Kale would not let her face them alone. The hills bent low beneath a bruised sky. Wind scoured the mossy stones, carrying with it the stink of iron and the sharp promise of rain. From a distance, the fortress looked less like a ruin and more like a wound. Jagged walls split against the horizon, towers leaning like broken teeth. Nyah Dreadblade stood at the ridge, armor slick with stormlight. Her sword point pressed into the earth, angled like a grave marker. The green glow at the tips of her dreadlocks flickered with each flash of lightning, reflections sliding across the plates of her weathered cuirass. She did not move, not when the wind tore at her cloak, not when the storm began its slow approach. She was listening, to ghosts, to memories, to the silence she had carried since exile. A step sounded behind her, soft over sodden ground. Kale Amani came into view, his cloak dragging over stone and root. Rain had already darkened the fabric, but beneath the wash of mud and weather, the faint outline of a sigil still clung, a resistance emblem, its lines nearly erased by time. His hand rested at his belt, where a satchel bulged with herbs, glass vials, and something heavier, a folded letter, sealed and unopened. He said nothing at first. Kyle knew better than to break her silences. They were not absences of words, but acts of reverence.
This is where they ended me, where they called me traitor, where the banners burned and my name was buried in ash.
Kyle stopped at her side, his gaze fixed on the ruin below, but his jaw tightened, and in the flicker of stormlight, the scar at his temple glowed pale as chalk, a scar earned in the service of the very general who now commanded the enemy's armies. Nyah had never asked where it came from. He had never told her.
They broke their oath to you, not the other way around.
Nyah's gauntleted hand slid across the hilt of her blade. She lifted it, letting the stormlight play across its edge.
I don't return for oaths or crowns. I return to tear the lie out at its roots.
Lightning forked across the sky. Thunder roared like a war drum. The first cold drop spattered across Kale's face, dripping from his beard. He drew his sword with a clean ring of steel.
Then, let the storm bear witness.
For the first time, Nyah turned to him fully. The faint glow of her hair caught in his eyes, as if the fire of her vengeance could leap from one soul to another. And yet beneath it, Kale saw something she could not hide. Exhaustion, old wounds that even storms could not wash clean.
Stay behind me when the gates fall. You know I won't.
The rain broke then, pouring hard enough to blow stone and sky alike. Together, they stepped forward, down the slope toward the shattered fortress, each stride steady against the storm. The ruins loomed like a graveyard of giants. The world had long forgotten what they once were. But Nyah had not, and Kale would not let her face them alone.
The storm remembers every name it's taken. The fire hums beneath my skin. Chains once bound these ends in silence. Now they sing the war within. Every sky's a scripture written in flame. Every tear's a vow they'll never break again. I'll rise, not for glory, not for gold, but for every whisper story never told. The blade hums low, my heart turns white. I fight for the lost, the broken, the tired. on my back, ghost at my side. They march with me through the turning tide. Ash in my lungs, but hope in my cry. The dreadblade burns where the fallen lie. The earth knows my fury. The storm knows my name. They will learn what mercy means in flame. I rise, not for glory, not for gold, but for every whisper story never told. The blade hums low, my heart turns wild. I fight for the lost, the broken, the child. Hear me, mother of roots and stone. Your daughter stands no longer alone. From ruin to dawn, let the fires glow. For every chain I break, I make more room. I rise in thunder, in flame, in fight. The storm is my crown, the dark my light. Let them come, let them fall, for I am the flame.